These are the scenes that welcomed one into the affected village of Jebu in Riom local government area of Plateau State early Tuesday morning. The village was thrown into shock and mourning when they were attacked with guns and machetes and their houses set ablaze.
Around 3 a.m., this community was attacked by the attackers. And of course, we thought the place was going to be protected as the security men from the Sector 6 came with 2 gun trucks. And I was satisfied that my people are well protected.
Sincerely, it is very sad and unfortunate that up to today, these things have not come to an end. You have just witnessed, you've gone around together here, you've seen the dead bodies yourself. 27 people lying down.
While security personnel from different agencies were seen on the ground, the locals blamed them for late response, alleging complicity.
In fact, there was an early warning information, but we called. We didn't get response. If to say the security responded at the time we called them, this wouldn't have happened.
This is part of the collusion and the complicity of the security agents that have been sent to respond to a distress call, but they couldn't, and it led to this.
The present STF commander, the sector commander that is here in Rio, sincerely we are not comfortable with this man.
We must commend the STF operatives that were stationed at SOAP, because if not that they have stood their ground, the actually fatality would have been higher than this.
The dead were said to have been taken away for burial, while their loved ones left to mourn them make their demands known.
In other crimes, you have the federal police, you have the state police, and you have county police. Even universities in other crimes have their own police system. And until we begin to do this and forget about whatever resources we will spend and protect lives and properties of citizens, we'll be doing nothing.
I am calling on the governor as the chief security of this state. He should do something to Riom local government. He should do something to these people. People are becoming homeless. People are becoming fatherless. People are becoming motherless.
If these killings continue like this and government did not take any action on it, we will definitely tell the youth what to do. And they should not blame us at the end of the day of what we are telling our members to do. Why? Because we will not continue to die in the hands of people helplessly.
Now with what has happened here today, not only the aged, the youth, babies, toddlers were all affected. They were killed. What they're asking for, I'm sorry doing this, but what they're asking for is that justice be done, that government, security agencies, and every other person or agency responsible to maintain peace and security of both lives and property should sit up and do the needful for the safety of both human lives and their property. In Riom local government area for New Central, Chizoba Aniowe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. So guys, that video you just watched is what happened yesterday at Plateau State. 27 people, both youth, adults, mothers, fathers, even children, even toddlers were killed in that attack by bandits yesterday. And we keep on asking ourselves, where is our government? Where is the president? Where is the chief of defense staff? In fact, a total report of people that died last month was 1,100 Nigerians were killed, and then 276 people in Nigeria were kidnapped in just 30 days. And we're asking, where are the ones leading Nigeria? Where are they? Where is the president? The president claims that he's the commander-in-chief of armed force, but security is at maximum in Nigeria. People are suffering. Where is Tinubu? Where is the chief of defense staff? Where is army chief? Where are all these generals that parade as military personnel? Where are they? All these things are happening, but we have them. It is better, and Nigerians will be happy if we don't have them and all this thing is happening. Then we have them and all these things are happening. They receive salary every month. Senators sitting in that House of Assembly receiving money every month, yet they cannot do anything concerning the insecurity going on in this country. What will you call that? Look at people that died just June. If Nigerians keep dying like this, how will next year be? Just in a month, 1,100 persons have died. And I think these figures are wrong. Yes, these figures are wrong because it's more than that. If you check people that die every time, insecurity is not a daily news, it's a daily news every time. It's not a daily news. Every time they must attack. Yesterday in Plateau State, 27 gone. The lives of 27 people were taken by these band guys. It's only in Nigeria that you will see that these terrorists unaliving people get amnesty, they get rewarded. Why innocent Nigerians have been sacrificed? This is too much. After months, another chilling statistics. Every month they bring statistics of people that have died, that terrorists have killed, people that was displaced, people that were kidnapped. Another month, another chilling statistics. Over 1,100 Nigerians killed and 276 kidnapped in just 30 days. This happened under President Bola Tinubu's watch. It's appalling the Nigerian government will fold their arms and mope at Nigerians being killed by foreigners, and they expect us not to talk. Over 1,100 Nigerians were killed and 276 kidnapped in just 30 days. This happened under President Bola Tinubu's watch, according to the latest reports by Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited. But behind this, the number lies real stories, broken homes, a nation still grappling with decades-old security threats that never seems to go away. Boko Haram has been in existence for years, for a long time ago. For years. That Boko Haram is still in existence till today. But we have the military. We have the president. We have someone parading himself as the commander-in-chief of army staff or commander-in-chief of armed force. Today, we're going to be breaking down those reports in simple terms. Stay connected, stay with me as I have a lot to tell you guys. Nigeria, why does Nigeria, that's Africa's great giant, continues to bleed this way? Why? Let's start with the hard facts. In June 2025 alone, 1,100 people died due to terrorist attack, gunmen and other non-state actors. 276 people were kidnapped, most of them from rural communities and highways. Now, they said that, that there was security improvement. There was no any security improvement last month, July. All we have seen is killings, mass burial, under the watch of a man, President Bola Tinubu. Now, look at the states that are affected in last month. States like Plateau, that's the north central Nigeria. States like Plateau, Benue, Niger, and Kwara. Yes, here farmer headers, clash are a major reason for high death tolls. These clashes often turn violent because of disputes over land, cattle grazing routes, and scarce water resources. So now, one of the problems is this farmer header clash. We have seen videos of these Fulani people with their cow eating and destroying people's investment, eating and destroying people's crop. But the president has not for once called them, because I'm very sure he used to come across those videos. That video went viral. I believe they saw it, but he will not call their names to caution them. He won't. The only time you see him act is when power is at stake. But when it comes to people dying, he will not act. Another place, these bad guys really attack is the northwest Nigeria. This region saw the highest number of kidnappings, accounting for more than 72% of all adoption cases in June. States like Zamfara had turned into kidnapping hubs, with bandits group controlling forests and remote villages. Still home to Northeast is still home to Boko Haram and other insurgent groups. Even with military operation, these extremists continue. They continue to launch. They continue to launch surprise attacks on villages and highways. In a total for the second quarter of 2025, that's April to June, the overall security incidents dropped slightly, but the number of people killed actually rose by about 60%. That means while there were few attacks, people died very well in these few attacks, but people died so much. They can come to a village and buy it, like buy the whole community. That's how bad insecurity is in Nigeria. Take a look at what happened in Plateau State. In case you didn't watch that video, take a look. It happened yesterday.
These are the scenes that welcomed one into the affected village of Jebu in Riom local government area of Plateau State early Tuesday morning. The village was thrown into shock and mourning when they were attacked with guns and machetes and their houses set ablaze.
Around 3 a.m., this community was attacked by the attackers. And of course, we thought the place was going to be protected as the security men from the Sector 6 came with 2 gun trucks. And I was satisfied that my people are well protected.
Sincerely, it is very sad and unfortunate that up to today, these things have not come to an end. You have just witnessed, you've gone around together here, you've seen the dead bodies yourself. 27 people lying down.
While security personnel from different agencies were seen on the ground, the locals blamed them for late response, alleging complicity.
In fact, there was an early warning information, but we called. We didn't get response. If to say the security responded at the time we called them, this wouldn't have happened.
This is part of the collusion and the complicity of the security agents that have been sent to respond to a distress call, but they couldn't, and it led to this.
The present STF commander, the sector commander, that is here in Rio, sincerely, we are not comfortable with this man.
We must commend the STF operatives that were stationed at SOAP, because if not that they have stood their ground, the actually fatality would have been higher than this.
The dead were said to have been taken away for burial, while their loved ones left to mourn them make their demands known.
In other climes, you have the federal police, you have the state police, and you have county police. Even universities in other climes have their own police system. And until we begin to do this and forget about whatever resources we will spend and protect lives and properties of citizens, we'll be doing nothing.
I am calling on the governor as the chief security of this state. He should do something to Riom local government. He should do something to these people. People are becoming homeless. People are becoming fatherless. People are becoming motherless.
If these killings continue like this and government did not take any action on it, we will definitely tell the youth what to do. And they should not blame us at the end of the day of what we are telling our members to do. Why? Because we will not continue to die in the hands of people helplessly.
Now with what has happened here today, not only the aged, the youth, babies, toddlers were all affected. They were killed. What they're asking for, I'm sorry doing this, but what they're asking for is that justice be done, that government, security agencies, and every other person or agency responsible to maintain peace and security of what lives and property should sit up and do the needful for the safety of both human lives and their property in Riom local government.
So guys, imagine this happened in Plateau State yesterday, and then 27 people died of this attack, both children and toddlers. Now, according to some victims or some survivors of this attack, they said they actually contacted the military or security agency on time. If they had responded on time, this wouldn't have happened. That's to tell you that the military, they're under the run because these bad guys have is it that because of these bad guys have sophisticated weapon, or they actually left, they actually did not just want to respond. These are the two reasons why they didn't respond to that call. So now you're asking yourself, when would this nightmare end? Or why does this nightmare continue? It is because of there is weak security infrastructure. Many rural areas have little or no police presence. Communities are left to defend themselves empty-handed, unarmed. There is weak security infrastructure. Many rural areas have little or no police presence. Community are left to defend themselves unarmed. Another thing is corruption and poor governance. Funds meant for security often get diverted and stolen. Soldiers and police complain about poor weapons, delayed salaries, and lack of equipment. Where did Tinubu keep all the money he has been borrowing? All the money he has been borrowing, where did Tinubu keep it? He has to come and explain to Nigerians where he kept all this money. Because I don't understand. Tinubu borrows trillions. He borrows trillions of naira every year. So why is it that soldiers are still complaining of lack of weapons? Why? Even those sent some sufferers are now hiding for their life. So they will not be killed. Because these bad guys have sophisticated weapons. They cannot, go and confront or fight them. Because they are going empty-handed. So where are all the money they brought out for security purposes? Where are they? They divert it to their personal, savings, and they use it to acquire houses. They use it to acquire a lot of even in Dubai. Why Nigerians are suffering: corruption and poor governance, unemployment and poverty. Millions of young people have no job. Some get recruited by bandits and armed groups who promise quick money. Because the government is not talking, no security agencies is after these bandits. Then you see they will go ahead. They will go ahead to be, because the government is silent. That emboldens them, and also encourages people to join because the government is silent. Another thing is, porous borders. I learned that the chief of defense staff is planning to build or fence Nigerians borders. And I'm asking myself, is this another corruption? What about the bandits that are inside Nigeria? Why don't you chase them out and then actually give arms to army? You want to fence Nigerians border? It's not a bad idea. But people see it as a form of corruption. Again, people see it as a form of corruption because the chief of defense staff came out recently to tell Nigerians that he wants to fence Nigerians' borders. And people are seeing it as a form of corruption because when they start that project, they will divert the money to themselves and they will not tell Nigerians lies. Due process must be, they must take due process. First of all, give your soldiers weapon first. Two is to chase these people, chase them out because they are inside. How can Nigeria watch foreigners buy them every time? Every time. This is not fair. This is not fair. People are now thinking that these Nigerian politicians are into what they call bloodbaths. Because this is now too much. Their silence means they are complicit to these crimes. Take a look at what this lawyer said.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea they actually brought people.
Now, before I continue that video, let me just tell you that, this man actually exposed Buhari, in fact, how the genesis of Boko Haram under Buhari's watch. that they had an idea as a then. That means by now they have already fulfilled or done whatever they want to do, because maybe even Bauchi State governor said that Nigeria uses Nigerian resources to accommodate bad guys. For him to say that means they have they brought in foreigners to destabilize Nigeria. Take a look at what this man said.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize wasn't, I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea, they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election, because PDP was very, very strong on ground. So the fear was that they were going to lose the election. So the only thing they could do was to bring in people who could serve as mercenaries to come and win elections for them through the back door. But when the new PDP came on board and joined them and form the APC and won the election, they didn't know what to do with those people. And in the process, those people became uncontrollable.
Say that the security problem here is created by the federal government. The day that they want the insecurity to finish, you see, it will end. I insist that it's federal government. They wanted to arrest Kanu. Did they not arrest him? They wanted to arrest Igboho. Where is he now? Is he not running away? Yeah. So if they want to end banditry and kidnappings and all that occasioned by Fulani people, it will be done. Why is the Fulani own exception? Why are they not arresting them? And they are everywhere, everybody knows where they are. So the day that the presidency and the federal government want insecurity to end in this country, it will end.
Nigeria imports terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are more than 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. El-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani herders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria provides an enabling environment for them to try, for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Get angry with this thing if you not get away. There is a proverb in my place that if you have rashes on your buttocks and you are covering it, the thing will continue to fester. But when you expose it, shame will allow you to stay there, it will go away. Why is it that each time Tinubu want to address this, he will not mention names? You mean up till now, Tinubu does not know who is causing this problem in Nigeria. Up till now, they don't know. Up till now, they don't know. They don't call them out. I expected Tinubu to call all the Fulani leaders, to call their people to order. That is the way to go. Buhari is there. He knows all this is. He kept quiet. If Nigerians were to be killing Fulani the way they are killing other people, wouldn't Buhari talk? Esther, wouldn't Buhari talk? They kept quiet because they are the one killing other people. You have all the statements they have made concerning Benue, especially telling Benue people they must do this before peace can reign. Imagine terrorists giving condition in Nigeria where Tinubu is the president.
He said so because we killed 200 people in Benue State, and so what? Is that why you people are crying and complaining? You are going to You are going to social media to complain. What you saw is just small. You people have been writing that you will chase Fulani out of Benue State.
Yeah, that's what is rubbish.
But now you are the ones crying. How many of our cows were killed? How many of our people were killed in the bushes and in the Aruga settlements that you are crying over the killing of 200 people? So what? You have not seen anything yet. I can kill 150 for one of my cows killed. For me, it's an eye for an eye. If you offend me, I don't wait. I take my vengeance immediately. I have stopped thinking twice. I don't forgive or forget. You do me, I revenge as a Fulani of the forest. Killing a human being who offends me or kills my cow is nothing to me. There is no killing that is difficult for me to carry out to avenge my cow or any wrong done to me. We have not even started, and you people are crying already. You will soon see what we are going to do.
He even added something. Yes, he said the Fulanis are not government. He said Fulanis are not government. Maybe if government doesn't want to take action, they themselves, they don't waste time. Esther, thank God you are reading this thing now. Nigerians, you can see what we are talking about. You can see. I told him the true story. That is farmer header class. What kind of farmer header class?
They're still running with that narrative.
Can you just imagine? All because the president said it himself. That is farmer header class.
President, do you know that 11 states, because of the resurgence and in killing spree across the nation, 11 states are taking steps to commence ranching as a way to address the age-long violent clashes.
That is not the problem. I told you here, that thing will not work. Esther, even if you give these people a sort of to rear their cattle, they will not agree. That is not what they want. I told Tinubu here when they started this cattle whatever ranch, it will not work. That's not what they want.
Are you sure? But the states that are ready to commence the ranching are Lagos. Wait, listen, Lagos, Plateau, Ondo, Zamfara, Bauchi, Delta, Niger, Kano, Jigawa, Nasarawa, and Anambra states. They said the development comes against the surge in killings in Benue and Plateau communities linked to armed headers because of the killings of over 200 persons last week. So, Barrister, this ranching has been something that have been touted since the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. But the fear is that when you give these guys, these individuals opportunities to ranch, they take over the settlement.
Have I not told you that that's not what they want?
So what?
Listen very well. During Buhari, when they were pretending to gullible Nigeria that they want to solve the problem, Niger State said they should come and all the land, whatever they need, they provide it. It happened. I discussed it. The Kano State said they should come if they are looking for land. But that was the first thing they started making noise that they need land, no place. Kiniko. I said, look at these people, pretenders. Esther, they are, at least Niger State is on the temperate region. It's not in the desert or whatever. So whatever you want to do there, Esther, Niger State is the size of the entire Southwest. Can you just imagine? South, come. Esther, did they listen to them? Did they listen to them? I'm asking you. So if land is their problem, this one that they are offered to them on a platter of gold. Kogi State did the same thing. Kogi State is the size of the entire Southeast, Esther. I hope you are listening to me.
I'm listening to you, sir.
Kogi State is the size of the entire Southeast of 5 states. So what land are you looking for you cannot find in this place, Esther? Please tell me. Tell me. Is the Kogi State in the desert? No, tell me. To tell you that these people are pretenders, I can use it to build a new city for Fulanis. So that whether you are a Fulani man from the moon, from the outer space, from wherever, from inner Mongolia, outside Mongolia, if you enter Nigeria, you go there. Since they are your people, you can be comfortable there without any problem. Esther, I made that suggestion here. That Buhari have the opportunity. Since they listen to him, go and do this. You have enough land to rehabilitate these people. Esther, did anybody listen to me? No. Hey. So why do you think that this ranching? What are you talking about? The agenda is terrible. Look at what somebody said with his mouth. Only not for what he did. They almost killed the autumn in the same Benue, a governor, elected governor, and they came out to tell you how they did it. Yet no arrest was made. Esther, no arrest. Oh my! Look, look, you see these people, the way they are doing this, they will cause problem, Esther. I'm not joking. No. Collect their village, collect their farmland, and rename the village. The most annoying from Nigeria, at least the security you have told us to, they said that these people are not from Nigeria. So what are you doing? Esther, what are they doing? You can see how Tinubu is going to win 2027, Abi. That you allow people to come into Nigeria and be killing Nigerians, and you want those Nigerians to come and vote for you in 2027. How can that be? Esther, how can that be? With this level of insecurity, Tinubu is still campaigning for 2027. Is it possible? No, tell me, is it possible? These are the things that make other leaders in other countries resign from office. You don't need to be told. You don't resign on your own because you have failed. You have failed. How can you for
ranching be established in their own home base?
I am telling you.
When you set up a ranching facility, water, the feedstock, everything is provided there by the state government. I'm sorry to say this. I know that everyone has the freedom to move from one location to the other. Must they reside in other cities, in other states?
Esther, look,
do they have to travel across board?
Look, discussing this matter is very annoying on his own.
No, we have to, Barrister Darlington, because tomorrow you hear of another killing. You can hear one of them who came on social media to post. I'm expecting that the DSS will drill this individual and not just go and catch innocent Nigerians because the president has given you a timeline. Without proper security, Barrister Darlington, your economy will definitely not thrive. That one is for sure. And not with the external situation going on now with Israel, Iran, the US. Obviously, we know that Nigeria relies heavily on import. We import a lot of things. So if anything happens, that there's going to be a constraint in
So guys, you can see in all of this thing that is happening, DSS stay calm. They are all interested in Mazen Namdekanu's case. Someone that's done nothing, an innocent man, even forever, even, still counting, they cannot still prove he's a terrorist. But look at the main terrorist, they get amnesty. We were expecting that DSS will go after these terrorists, but no way. You can see the security outfits in Nigeria, they're more interested in propaganda than, doing their duty. This is what we are seeing in this country. When Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaigned for presidency, he made bold promises to tackle insecurity once and for all. He told Nigerians that under his watch, terrorists, bandits, and unknown gunmen would have nowhere to hide. Yet, the number tells a different story. Even though security incidents dropped in June, the total death toll and the scale of fear in many communities show that the government is still failing to protect its people. What's the duty of the president? The duty of the president is to protect its people, to safeguard his people. That is the responsibility. That's a duty. He claims he's the commander-in-chief of armed force. His duty is to protect people. That's his duty. But you see, you can see what is happening. They don't care about people in this country. And you'll be asking yourself, where is the president? Where is the chief of defense staff? All of them, what they do is enter from one AC car to another, from one private jet to another. What about the promises that Tinubu promised Nigerians? The renewed hope. What we are seeing is hopelessness. Hopelessness. Every time we keep hearing the same recycled statement. We will crush bandits. We will end terrorism. But where is the action plan? Where is the real investment in intelligence? Where are the consequences for corrupt security chiefs who fail to deliver? Many communities now rely on vigilant group or arm themselves because they do not trust that the police or army will arrive in time, if at all. You can see what happened in Plateau. They said they actually, called military personnel, but no to avail. They did not respond. Lack of accountability. When this attack happened, you rarely see anyone resign. No head roll. No big political figure is punished for negligence. Banditry and terrorism strive where poverty, unemployment, and hopelessness exist. Tinubu's administration has yet to show Nigerians how it plans to tackle the root economic problem that drive young men into crime. At the end of the day, Nigerians are asking, when will we have a government that truly value every life equally? They value the life of cows. They look at the population of Nigeria, about 200 million, and then what they see is morons, cows. When the Fulani man said if one cow is down, that he's going to kill 150 persons, Tinubu didn't say anything. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Until leaders, see, let me tell you, whether you're in Lagos or Zamfara, Benue, until leaders stop giving excuses and start delivering real results, these grim statistics will keep repeating months after months. That is just it.
be a constraint in a disbursing of crude oil or having to import crude oil. There's a volatility in the country. So can we actually afford any of this particular misdemeanor? Can we afford it? What is the immediate solution? Imagine you're advising the president. What should be applied to curtail this? This is wrong. This is bad.
When a man does not want your advice, what he's doing is his mind. Tinubu is after 2027.
You cannot say so.
I said
if you don't have a people, if you don't have a people, what's 2027?
It doesn't matter. 2 people can vote him into office. Two people.
It's not possible.
Apparently,
Nigerians to allow that.
Are you serious? Look at what he said in Benin. Does it mean that Tinubu wants to solve this problem?
They kept saying that he doesn't have the political will to resolve this.
Okay. Am I lying?
So the resurgence has become so incessant. According to them, they feel that there are certain elements who are in the opposition or certain persons who are not happy with him who have decided to create this, they call it a facade of insecurity, so that it will seem like the president is incapable of actually resolving insecurity, which would be a major issue for him in terms of accumulating trust for his recampaign in 2027. Now my question is, if the presidency has realized that indeed there are certain persons whom we don't know, but maybe they know, that are actually trying to defame his administration, is this not an opportunity to take decisive action? Call out this, I'm sure with your security intelligence, what is the fear of calling these individuals out? What is the fear of publicly prosecuting them? If there is any inkling that an individual is named as the one who is galvanizing, why not call them out? Why are you afraid? What is the fear?
Esther, you know God works in a wonderful way. Initially in this country, did they not tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is the problem of Nigeria? Insecurity. In fact, if any husband and wife are fighting in Sokoto, it's Nnamdi Kanu. If 2 farmers are quarreling in Zamfara, it's Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbo people. Is that not what they were telling you here? Now, the truth has come out here, they cannot do anything. Esther, what does that tell you? Were you not here when they were everything is IPOB? Everything is IPOB. Is that not true? Even the answers that the youth came together to challenge police brutality, it was Nnamdi Kanu. Is that not true? Now that these ones have exposed themselves as the real reason for this insecurity, what has anybody done? Esther, please tell me.
It's actually the local security outfits.
Have you seen the military parade these people before the public? But you saw how they humiliated Nnamdi Kanu when they brought him from Kenya on handcuff at the airport.
Another situation has also happened in Benue, where gunmen actually hijacked a Benue Link Nigeria Limited bus, kidnapped the passengers on board. So the command's public relations officer, DSP Udeme Edet, confirmed the development in a statement. He said the incident occurred on Sunday evening. He stated that 1 passenger later escaped from the abductors and that additional reinforcement has been sent to the location to locate other passengers as soon as possible. And the bus management themselves also confirmed the attack and the kidnapping. The attack occurred around 6:30 p.m. on Sunday at Eke Elembecho in Opoku local government area of Benue State. The vehicle, which departed Abeokuta with 12 passengers and the driver, was later discovered by the roadside at Eke with some of the passengers' luggage. However, the driver and 11 of the passengers were missing. Now, Barrister Darlington, the reason why we keep on hammering on this is this will create fear and panic for Nigerians to travel interstate and go and conduct their businesses, especially into such axes like you have the north or even the north central with the volatility. The U.S. Embassy just recently gave a warning saying that their people should not visit government facilities and also their embassies, saying that for now, based on the security situation, the security volatility, they want them to stay away from government buildings, stay away from any of the agencies, any of the government agencies, military barracks. I mean, for them to come up with this advisory, is that something they know that we do not know in Abuja?
Of course. Our security informations are in their hands. They have it at their palm. Unfortunately, when they advise government, they will not take action. They cannot tell me that the foreign government are not giving them intel on what is going on. At least the list they gave them from UAE yesterday. How many years now? How many years now since that list was given to the federal government of Nigeria? The same Malami who received it as the Attorney General under Buhari, he's the one that came out now. He sat on that list. He didn't do anything. He's the one that came out now and told us
in
how
Kebbi State.
In Kebbi State how people were killed there.
200 of them in his constituency.
I said, look at a man. Look at Esther. Look at what we are talking about.
Barrister,
and you are telling me that I should listen to such a man.
Barrister, I missed the calls for this. I don't know if you listened to the political spotlight yesterday. I tried to do a playback of an interview that Dele Momodu did with Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently.
Yeah, listen to
interview was, I think, 4 or 5
yeah.
years ago. And based on the resurgence of insecurity, some of the permutations and the statements he made at the time are now really being thought about and being deeply considered. Some persons are calling him a prophet, the man who saw tomorrow, and all whatnot. But a couple of logical analysts who have been following security trends in Nigeria for the past 15 years now said it was something that was very easy for anybody to properly understand. And you know, if you're very observant, if you go with the indices, if you go with the history, the historical pattern of these individuals and the coming into government of Muhammadu Buhari with what we heard about his person and what the plan was all about, so it was kind of easy for those who paid keen observation to security and its trends to make such a prediction. Although at the time when Nnamdi Kanu was vehement about all of those expressions, he was called all manner of names. Some called him a rabid person. They say he was insane. They say that he was hostile, wanted to just cause conflict in Nigeria and all whatnot. Now, if you're beginning to see some of the statements made to be a reality now, what would you consider should be the focus of this government to truncate all of those ideologies or supposed conspiracy theories then that seems to be a reality now?
In the first place, they should release the name Nnamdi Kanu and apologize to him. Because did I not tell her that when you see something, say something? Is that not true? That when you have intelligence, you should. Didn't the guy release the information he had to the federal government? Was it arrested?
Melaifa Obadiah also said something about this. He exposed quite a lot of things, and the next thing, we did not even know what happened. I think he passed on.
He died of COVID.
Major General Adeniyi James, one of them who
expecting him to act fast with the list given to him, but he was dragging his leg, and then he came out to one certain time and was like, look at how many people that was killed in Kebbi State, where you had the problem of Nigeria in your hand, it is remaining for you to solve, and you sat on it. So guys, you can see what is happening in Nigeria. In conclusion, 1,100 people died last month, June. If people keep dying like this, Nigeria will not end well. I'm telling you the truth. There's going to be war in Nigeria. So guys, we have come to the end of this live session. Do you want to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video for more information? Guys, hit that subscribe button so that you're notified whenever we come to update you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.